make that kind of income within 2 weeks, so that by right, if you are all aligned together, right, within a year we can actually make $1 million. So please help me to actually send out to all your friends to come and join us for this session. Right. So of course we will record. Okay. I also want to see how I talk, so I also can improve for myself. How am I able to actually be more fluent in front of the camera, so I can actually do more video to educate and actually connect with all our fellows BFD as well. All right. So let's see how many people we have right now. We have 16 now. Can we have more people or not? Thank you. Okay, please help me to get more people to come in. Jet Li, and send to your team right now. Right. So the rest of y'all also come and send. Let me send to my team. See how when you do something, right? The challenge that I have over here is that you don't do something, you also kena. You do something, also kena. So might as well you do it. People say too early. Right. Admin every time. 你要 admin 全部人进来。你要 admin 全部人进来。Hello, Wells. How are you, Wells? Can you say something?
Hello, yeah, doing fine, doing fine.
看不到。
应该是吧？
听不到声音。
不懂哎。
Hello, Wells.
Yeah, hello, Benson.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, doing fine.
Okay, good. Thank you. You're trying out something new, so that the way that we want to do here is very different, so that at least next time when we actually can do, right, we can do together with the board or maybe some projector to actually showcase what is actually the information that we wanted to deliver from one end to the other end. So we don't want to use the normal Zoom to do it. But of course, end of the day, Kenny, this is actually our very, very, very good gentleman here. He will be helping us to actually set up the video and then send it to our what do you call that, the chat group itself, which is actually the BFD Facebook chat group. So that if you're not inside here, please go and add inside. I already sent the link to you already. Individually, I just sent to you, everyone. You can actually click to the Facebook BFD group, so that you can actually see all the video inside. So that next time, don't have to ask again, hey, can we have this training again, that training again? All right, so let's have more people. Hello, good morning, Gina. Hello, KB, how are you? David, yeah. Jet Li is actually in Malaysia. Jet, you want to say something, Jet? Jet Li?
Hello, good morning. Morning, everybody. Greeting from JB. Fala.
You want to say something about this year or not? You want to say something about this year?
This year, my usual ignore all the noises, focus. Instead of what, but let's say last year you are not doing well, then you have to relook and plan your strategy with Benson or whoever you outline, and don't repeat what you do last year lah. If last year what you do is not working, or maybe the last few years whatever you do is not working, the method operation not working, I think don't be stubborn lah, no? Don't be stubborn lah, just find the person that doing not bad one or well one, like Benson, and get from him some idea, okay, or share with him what you plan to do. Okay, the problem with agent, we tend to how to say, we tend to hide around, try to learn out, think our thing is working well, blah blah blah. But touch your heart, if you're not doing well, then why not you find those successful people and sit down with them and walk through what you went through, correct or not? be sincere to yourself, and be truthful to yourself, and find people like your upline or Benson, and go through what you're going through, and then listen carefully lah. Listen what they are sharing,
这个时代
and make adjustment. 对不？对不？
对。
money cannot buy everything, but money 真差man呢。You have to believe this. Money cannot buy everything lah. People can tell me like, cannot buy hair lah, cannot buy inside lah. No money, how you go survive? I will tell people lah, but for me it's very sensitive one lah. No money, how to survive? So please be stubborn lah. Make adjustment. Sit down your outline. Go through. Now you still got a lot of months to go for 2022 lah. Okay, just stay focused.
All right,
Everything
thank you.
works.
Thank you, Jet. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
So anybody have anything to say? If not, can we all turn on our camera so that Kenny can also take a screenshot on our side here? Yeah, we can turn on our camera here. Make sure I see the camera. Make sure. So to help me a little bit, all right? Because why we also want to make sure everybody know that I also can see who is actually tuning in together with myself. All right. All right, I wake up this morning 6 o'clock. Okay, go have a quick run together with Kenny and Jeremy. So 3 of us actually went to the East Coast and run because we want to make sure end of the day we are actually have a tip-top condition to actually meet everyone in BFD for this morning session. It's been a while that we actually come together in our BFD sharing group. But today I want to do it very special because why I think that we want to try out something new, especially together with the office that we have actually rented in Oxley, so that everybody can take this opportunity to do something different. If not, we're going to do the same thing, right? It's going to be very boring. Yeah, so we want to do something new so that everyone can actually have a different kind of exposure for ourselves. And I strongly encourage that you can actually take this opportunity to explore into video marketing. And for myself, I want to try out something new because for me to actually do a showcase of houses, I think is pretty easy because why I've been very used to it. But in front of the camera to do an interview, right? Together, take this opportunity to interview the top producer. Subsequently, we're going to do that, all right? It's very first time, but I also want to make this very fruitful for everyone so that I can train myself as well. So make sure end of the day I can really deliver in front of the camera. All right. So you all have to give me a little bit of encouragement. So in order for you to give me a bit of encouragement, can you go to the chat group and put an 8? Thank you. Thank you, Wells. Thank you, Hannah. All right. Thank you, KB. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Serena. All right. There's a few things that I want to announce over here before I go into the actual highlight for this morning. All right. So next week is going to be the Chinese New Year. So at here, Xiao I want to wish everybody a happy Lunar Chinese New Year first. And subsequently, right, you might want to take note on the 7th of February. Okay, 7th of February, 9 o'clock. We are going to start off to actually do our PNG celebration, Chinese New Year celebration with Kelvin Fong. All right. So you please come because why? The first prize I heard from Kelvin Fong is $5,000. Okay, so the whole idea of the whole morning is just give lah. You just give a lot of ang pao. Okay, you gotta mute them. So what happened here is that we're gonna have this Chinese New Year celebration with PNG as usual. Usually Kelvin Fong would do it the Kai Kong route. So it's gonna be on the 7th of February, 9 o'clock AM. You please come because this year is gonna be very different. Why? Because I'm the Cai Zhen Ye for the 7th of this February. So I think very lucky because yesterday when I get my costume, right, the person who actually loaned me the costume said that usually the Cai Zhen Ye will kill 40, will kena 40 or make a lot of money. Right? So you better stay close with me. All right. If you're not stay close with me enough, please stay close within the next few years. All right. So I will be the one to actually do the ang pao. So if you want to win the want to win the $5,000, you know what to do lah. I don't talk about so much about that. So and then on the 8th of February, right, 6 p.m. We're gonna have our BFD CNY celebration. Right, this time round, very thankful to Serena and also the Justin, as well as two of my very supportive BFD committee. Madeline and also Renee. So they were actually helping me to set up this program. If yourself have not actually registered for the Low Hay, right, please do so, because why I'm actually sponsoring you for the makan session, and of course for your ang pao as well. And also only for those who actually log in together with me on and register, not register cannot. So register and log in together with me on that night, right? We will also have a subsequent lucky draw. The lucky draw can be as high as $1,500 for the first prize. And we also going to, give you a brand new digital smart TV, smart iPad. But this time around it's 65-inch iPad. If you want the 65-inch iPad, can you go to the chat group and put one? That actually costs a few $1,000s. Yeah, so Hannah want it. Actually, Hannah, you want for what? You want it? You want to put where? Karen, you want it for what?
You say put one, of course I want. I need to replace it.
So basically, right, this time around, we're going to have a very special kind of lucky draw together with my committee for everyone here. Because why? Really thankful to all the managers and also the leaders for sponsoring up all the sponsorship. Giving up ang pao for all the BFT. Okay, it's not for myself. Okay, I also do my part, but we have a very good grand prize that we want to make sure of today. You guys are actually happy to walk away with. So I have a first prize of 1,500. I also have a TV of 65-inch TV. If you really want it, okay, must think about it. You must really want it so much. All right, this is actually a touchscreen TV lah. So I will get the technician to actually when the one who actually won it, right, we will teach you how to actually go about using it. So I hope you are the one who actually win it. Please come and register together with Madeline. Okay. If you don't have a number, please go to the chat group and download her number and talk to her and ask her say that how you want to register for this Low Hay. Okay. So this is actually the second celebration that we had. And then on the 11th, of February, right, it's going to be our big boss Ken Ng celebration, CNY celebration. Same thing, he will be the one who also do the Kai Kong, what they call it, Kai Kong celebration. Okay, so this month, practically next month, besides closing later, we're going to share with Shirley, right? Okay, we also, it's a festival of collecting all the ang pao, and it's big ang pao. And the price can be high as, the grand prize is $2,888, it's cash. All right, so you can see subsequent our this celebration, right? The price is not small. All right, also thanks to Jet Li. Jet Li also sponsored us very heavily in this CNY celebration. All right, so this Chinese New Year, mark down your calendar on the 7th of February, 8th of February, and 11th of February. All right, so if you don't want to go for the 7th one, it's okay. If you don't want to go for 11th one, it's okay, but you better come for the 8th. Come and support me a bit. So we will also want to make sure that, you know why we do that? It's because every year when we do that, right, our sales actually went up, surprisingly one. So every year I must do one. And every year when I celebrate, the more that we celebrate, our team sales keep going up. And I think it's very auspicious. That's also why, really thanks to the committee that they came out with a lot of good idea. How can we actually come together? Initially, I want to book a restaurant, but because of the recent regulation, right, there's so much restriction that we can do. So therefore, I think that it's better that we stick to what we have done last year. Okay, we have done it before, so we do it another one more round. So I think that is going to be very fun for everyone. So those respective IC, really thanks to you guys to actually take care of our teammates. Okay, to host it, whether in your house, your office, or even at your clubhouse, or whichever so. So really thank to you guys. Okay, thank you so much. And of course, whoever came, right? Okay, we also have a small little token for you. All right, inside there is a lot of goodies. So you can see that it's of course there's pen, Okay, that's H block from Poker. All right, so I also have some very good goodie inside. Do you want this? This one is very, very lucky. Look at last year, right? I remember whoever get this goodie bag, right, actually make more than at least minimally 200,000. So if you want it, please go to the chat group and put 8. Nobody want. Only Hannah. Hannah need a lot of things. Right. So basically I only have 18 of this package. So goodie bags. So let me think about it, how to actually give it to everyone here. Right. So happy New Year to everyone. So okay. Without further ado, right, let's talk about a little bit of this year, what is going to happen. As you can see that even though with all the measures, right, where we can feel in the market right now, of course, some of the buyers still a bit of holding back, but I think that the market is still resilient. People is still receptive to buy. Because why? We can see that the per square foot price right now, even this morning I sent it out, the 3 Cascadian can be about as high as $4,000 per square foot. Yeah, the commission is 9.8%. I think these are all the opportunity that we can actually grab hold of it. All right, and other than that, if you understand from Kelvin Fong perspective, right, the market is still stay very hype up, and it's also is, in my opinion, is still really moving in that state. For myself, everyone, for me this morning I just talked to Jeremy as well. For me, I still doing a lot of public houses, and I think that for the movement for the next 6 months, I'm not trying to say that you must do that, but in my personal opinion, for myself and Jesse, we still believe that, you know, in terms of HDB is still a move lah. And that is also why aggressively I still actually getting a lot of HDB listing. Okay, you ask me in all times, our target is to actually have at least minimum 50 listing. So with only 50 listing, right, the chances of me actually at all times, for me to be a millionaire, the chances is there. So, so like later on, I'm going to Keat Hong for another presentation. Then at night, later on, I'm going to Ola, yeah. Then at night again, I'm going to Tampines. So my schedule is packed with all the presentation with public houses. Yeah. So for yourself, I think is you also have to think of the way, okay, to really make yourself busy lah. It's only when you get yourself busy and you're focused, right? Then I guess that for you to get the $1 million is more easier, right or not, Jet? Jet, can you say something?
Yeah. What Benson says is very true lah. I think first, I think you must set your intention very clear. Just now Benson for him very clear, 50 listing for HDB. So same lah. So if you are doing resale condo, ask yourself 1 month how many listings you need to have. I think set your target very clear about end of the year. You need to make how much, look backward, get a number out. Let's say you want to have 3 listings or 5 listings per month. Then ask yourself how many presentations you need to do. So the presentation work backward again, how many marketing you need to hit. Grand, you have to throw then 1,000 flyer or sorry $5,000 flyer to get a number of listings. Then you do audit lah, right? If you can't, then go your upline, see what the number you work out. Okay, you cannot every day wait for durian. So you can see Benson one or plan properly one. You already want to have 50 listings, that means you already know how much you need to, what kind of marketing money you need to whack every month to hit his target of 1 million just by doing HDB. Because everything will generate something else, right? From HDB, people buy new launch, buy resale condo, sell rental. Okay, we see it happen last year to many people that are very focused.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, Kevin, who you want to say something? Okay, then if not, thank you so much. All right. So you guys have heard what Jet has said, right? It's someone that is always believe in prospecting. So I mean, we can learn all the skill lah. We can learn how to actually pitch. We can actually learn how to sell 1 buy 2, etc. But if there's no prospect, there's no people for you to spar, right? You're also equivalent to 0. So I guess that this is very important for myself lah. I mean, if people ask me what is my secret recipe, actually I don't have any secret recipe. Just keep going for appointment. Really, my friend. At least minimally every day, about 2 or 3 appointments for myself. So, well, there's no secret recipe for being successful. All right. So I guess that this is very important. Okay. So, well, I think it's good. At least we know that moving forward, you just have to stay focused. Ignore all the noises outside, and then be focused on what you're doing. And I think that they're going to be very. You really have nothing to think about anymore. All right, as you can see, ever since we started off BFD till today, about 7-8 years ago, time really go very fast. If we don't capture the market well, if we don't do the best on this current moment, focus on what we are right now, right? I think we cannot shortchange ourselves a lot. So I believe that for you and myself, right, we have no other thinking. We just want to make sure end of the day we move forward together as one team and to focus on things that we're supposed to be focused on. All right. So that is actually what we wanted to what we want to do subsequent every year. All right. So remember on the 7th and 8th and 11th is going to be the celebration of our Chinese New Year. So 8, that's why I asked you guys to actually type it 8, 6 o'clock. All right. So whoever is designated to that area, please go. Don't tell me last minute cannot, because why? These are all money that we spend. So it's not about the money I stinge on. And I think that where we actually promise the date to come together, I think it's better to come together, because your host, your IC, your leader will be expecting you to turn up. Okay, so I really urge you, whatever appointment that you can close on the 7th or even 9th. On the 8th, really I want to give you the best of luck so that you can actually have a very good prosper year in 2022. That is my objective. All right, so without further ado, right, let me actually put my top producer, Shirley, into the screen. Hello.
Hello.
All right, so this is your very first time doing that?
Yes. So first time.
I think you are quite okay, no problem.
Okay.
I also doing that because I see how Kelvin Fong do, right? I think, wow, it's very fun. Then I also think they must try with our team. And then if I have to do over the Zoom, right, then I think it's very boring. So might as well actually I can see your expression. So everybody will ask you a question later on, right? Then I can actually divert to you.
Okay.
Then you can answer one by one.
Okay, I try.
All right. So I don't know whether Jack can see or not, because Jack is actually in Malaysia right now.
Yeah.
Okay, can see. This morning you just called.
Yeah, I just called him.
Yeah. So why are we doing this? Because why we want to make sure end of the day, whatever question that we can ask, we ask in live. Yeah, so that it can help us to understand how we can optimize our business well, and then moving forward we can be like her. 半个月做200千. So that is what we want to achieve. So Shirley, you want to share a little bit of ourselves to everyone here? People might not know who you are.
My background before property.
Yourself, your name, where you stay. Are you?
Okay.
Are you
anywhere
married?
I stay? Okay.
You have kids?
Yeah, I'm Sherry. I'm staying in Punggol. I'm a single mom to a 15-year-old. So yeah. So I've been in property for the last 8 years, about 8 years. So before that, I was in headhunting and recruitment for also about 7 years, 8 years. Then before I moved to key account management. So I was surprisingly, although I don't really drink, I was managing the beer, wine, spirit segment for Dairy Farm Group. Okay, so my key customer will be all your Cold Storage, your 7-Eleven, and your Giant. Wow. Previously Shop and Save. So all the outlets in Singapore. Wow. Yeah. So I do the Tioman channel.
Carrefour no more already, right? Carrefour.
No, Carrefour no. Pull out long ago. I joined after Carrefour was already out.
That period, so she's very young.
Yeah. So then I was also a little while with Hongse Motor. Oh. Yeah, but that was more of an admin marketing job. But we are doing in Maserati and Ferrari cars. Okay. Yeah, so a bit of everything, but mainly in sales and marketing.
I see. So Shirley, you want to share with us how long you are in this industry?
About 2013.
You joined Jet immediately?
No.
Oh, you're not with Jet? Oh.
I was under Jet division, but not direct under Jet.
I mean, the first.
It was actually my first job was with, my first agency was TTZ.
Oh, TTZ?
Yes.
So you Jet from TTZ?
No.
Oh,
I was a fresh IES. I got no friends so-called active friends in property. So I just see the newspaper, I see a female top producer advertising for recruitment, and I just call. Oh, then
how is the experience?
It was horrible.
Horrible.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Because of course, when you see a strong female figure, then you tend to think that maybe they can give you the guidance, because you want to learn from another female. But unfortunately, she's good. I mean, I'm very sure that she's good at what she does. She's also a top producer in the company. But she doesn't develop, meaning that I just sign under her, and then she just say, oh, you want listing, you will buy caveat. Then we buy caveat. So we went to Amicus. Yeah, then if not, you just start talking to your friends, start talking to your family, and then you just go from there. And if you have a question, then you just call me. That's about it.
So she doesn't actually show you any business model?
No training, no sharing. So, and she's always very busy. So when you call her, she's always rushing to hang up. So yeah.
Rushing to hang up?
Yeah. Wow. So that wasn't, that's why I wasn't thinking of doing a full-time job. That I was holding on to my key account job then. So that I was thinking, okay, maybe I'll just do this a part-time thing. Yeah.
I think it's very important because recently I just spoke to one of a very new friend of RES. He's a very nice gentleman. So he also told me, said that he's very afraid of no guidance. When you join me, there's nothing for me, and then you just, blank check. So I can understand, because back then when I was actually with Kin, two of us was actually together with another group, right? Wow, we cannot smoke through also amicus buy the
Yeah,
buy
yeah,
the
buy.
buy the what the
then 打去
caveat
又被人家骂那种。
哦 no then 买那个 caveat 买几千块 then 他们 sub sale 我表了都 so I can
Yeah.
understand it's also not easy lah.
Yeah.
So how is the experience with Jet Li?
Oh, it's very different. Okay, Jet one was because I already decided to be also a full-time agent. So how I turned from maybe a little side story of how I decided to go from a part-time agent to a full-time agent was because of one call.
One call.
Yeah. Because I was because my job, I need to meet a lot of my so-called BNY spirit buyers.
Correct.
So, and then of course I have a lot of so-called office meetings. So it's an office job. But office job, after that, I still need to go and visit outlets.
Yep.
So most of the time I'm in meetings. So I have a friend who is married to an Indonesian, one of my best friends. So the family side has a unit at Latitude.
Oh, Latitude.
Yeah, which is River Valley. So she say, okay, my father-in-law has a regular agent that is doing this, but since you're my best friend, 你拿去做，你拿去登. So I said, okay, I'll do it. So so that was my first listing. So I just post online. It was calling for like
back then you're still in
yeah, I was doing full-time job. No, I was doing full-time job, but I was already still with still with DTZ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I was doing a full-time part-time property, but just full-time job. So it's just like at the side thing. So I advertised this listing. But that was asking for like 9,500 for rental. Okay. So then during the meeting, I saw an unknown number. And I got a sixth sense. I said, this one may be someone calling for this unit.
Okay.
But I couldn't answer because my boss is talking in front of me.
Oh.
So I said, never mind. 我就忍，应该是没有这样巧. I say, maybe after the meeting I'll call. So about half an hour later, I rush out. After the meeting, I call. The lady told me, hey, sorry, because I was urgently looking for the unit. So I managed to call the other agent. Okay. And I secured the viewing. Okay. And indeed was that client that closed the unit. So to me then it was like, wow, 9,000块嘞，一个电话. And then and the best part is till now same tenant still staying inside. This was 6-7 years ago.
Renewal.
Wow, 我跟你讲, yeah, but that was a wake up call. Then I was like, do I want to do this full time or do I do it part time? Because if I do this part time, I think I'm going to miss a lot of such calls.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Yeah, that was kind of a trigger.
So your message they want to deliver the first segment is to tell you not to become a part-timer.
Yeah.
Better be a full-timer.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
So correct. So I also think that it's important. Sometimes when your client call you, you don't answer your call, that's it.
Yeah.
It's about speed. Like recently, we actually engaged the vendor that I shared with everyone. You know, the moment when the leads start coming in, right? You have to respond within the next 15 minutes. You don't ask me what time to call back. Please, don't ask me this kind of question, you know. What can I be help? This morning, my best friend still asked me, my Mr. Kenny also asked me, what time should I call back? I said immediate lah. All right. So that should be the way lah. So I think that responding must be there lah. Correct. All right. So of course, let's talk about a little bit of yourself with Jet. What do you have?
Jet, I must say,
it's a totally different person.
Yeah. So Jet, 我跟你讲，我答应的事情我做到了。OK， 如果有一天有人要 interview 我，一定会感谢你。So 谢谢你。Yeah, he is a very very good leader, honestly. Someone in my life, 没有一个老板骂我这么多的，也没有一个老板我干念给他骂这么多的。Then until 他不打电话来骂我，我会打给他的，问他为什么今天没有打给我。
哇，你看，这有点变态了，有点something is not right。
对，我已经习惯了，没有听到他声音骂我，我就不爽。
哇，very I don't know what to say. It's a bit of abnormal.
Yeah, but he's a very good leader. When I joined under his group, then I was actually under my brother, but that was a sad story lah. So my brother then left the division, then I went under Jet directly. So he is very hardworking, and
who is very hardworking?
Jet. 我们以前是海滨的，一直做海滨的。
对。
So there was a lot of fun, you know. You would take a banner, then go out， 在那边插旗， then 这边坐整天。
I heard he do it at Geylang, stand until the
那个时候我还没有 join 他，
the prostitute also asked him come and sit down inside.
他的 story 很多的。So we do a lot of 海滨。So there was a lot of hard work lah, I would say. But that one I think is very good because it brings the team together and because you need to interact directly with the client.
Correct,
so 你不可以拍谁，你又不边，你 hungry for sale， 你就是去讲话。Then of course you meet a lot of people who will, you know, be nice to you and talk to you. Some people will just give you a dirty look or give you a fake number. Yeah, things like it's normal lah. Yeah, but I think that has built us up together in terms of bonding and also your tenacity lah. Yeah, you need
So,
to
so
be
am
very
I right to say
resilient.
that back then this is actually the prospecting method that y'all do?
Yeah,
and this is
yeah,
your
we do
business
a lot of
model,
hyping.
business model.
Yeah.
And I think that as a leader, right, we must be able to source out what is the, I should say the most cost effective, because almost no cost, okay, but the maximum effective of prospecting business model for our people, for ourselves. And I think that Jet actually demonstrated this very well in terms towards to the team, and even for myself, because back then when I actually do Jet, together with him do Jet Residence, right? No, sorry, Jetscape, I say, too long already, fully sold. He also actually tell me, say that, yeah, I will just stand at the Sohu Market, and he be there like 6 a.m. that kind of thing. Really scared earlier than the
你就问
hawker
我的第一个 hyping project 是他的 favorite project J Gateway 咯，等你问他。
Gateway.
他的 favorite project。
All right, so things
Yeah.
have changed now. Obviously, Jet have actually played a very important role
Yeah.
in our life, in our life. And so, of course, those people with JLD1, very happy for everyone here, because why? I see a unity inside this
The group is
this
very close.
team element, and of course, that eventually bring up the values of BFT as well. Because why? We believe in ourselves, right? We strongly believe in few things. We need to be able to add value to our people. We also have to be very structured in terms of our business model. We also have to be very, very systematic in a sense. So I felt that everything that we are doing right now, right, is very aligned together with what we want. All right, that only bring us the best for our loved one, right, back in our family. So I guess that is my calling, and I think that I'm very glad that not just yourself, many of the BFT members also they also practice the same way.
Yeah, I think just an additional thing to say is that I think the team is very important, because I think within us, because we all came from Heartlands as a group.
Yeah.
So I think everybody is very willing to share. Like Angeline always share numbers.
Before that or after that? When
Heartland, we're already quite close as a group. Because and then there's a lot of inter-collaboration. 我跟你 share, 你跟我 share.
So what do you see in the difference between ourselves right now and previous?
I mean, of course.
Or is even worse, you must tell me,
No, a lot better. I mean, initially I was very hesitant to come with Report Next.
Okay.
Originally, because when Jet decided to come, I came later.
Oh, yeah.
So I was very comfortable because I was doing okay. Then I thought I was doing well already lah.
How much was that?
没有啦，没有这样多啦，可能
讲一下啦，反正你
可能差不多要100这样，我就觉得很厉害了
，you
know， yeah， 觉得这样很厉害了，对。So 反正100出就觉得很好了。Then very comfortable because I know all the ICs and it's like very comfortable. So then you think like, 哇，你来到一个新的地方 and you don't know whether you will get the same kind of support. And then people don't know you. Will people support you? 找你 tagging, whether the IC will support you, that kind of thing. So was a bit hesitant. Yeah. But then of course, just say this is what he thinks. He thinks is a way forward. He sees a better potential because previously where we are, I think what is lacking is very coordinated training. Leaders are not so active, and also that the leaders are 上岸了, so they are not really the driving
what do you mean by
forward.
上岸?
Like they're just very comfortable where they are.
Make enough.
就是赚够了。
Over here, what do you think?
这边的话就是 I would say the leaders 好像 like 我们 join under 你 there's a lot of very coordinated weekly training, so it has a consistency. Then and I think what I'm very impressed with is我们 every layer the bosses 都很 willing to 一直出来 share what is their direction, what is their formula, what is their strategy, and then our big boss whom Ismail, Kelvin. I think I was sharing this morning. I say 很可怜，我觉得我们的大老板好像越做越瘦这样。Because he's very very hardworking. Like 其实 I always feel that at their level, actually they can just run and be pretty, just run their business. Yeah, but he is actually still bringing out clients, and then he understands what's going on, and also he's still always thinking, doing slides, doing training, giving motivation talk, doing CES, which I think. 真的我觉得没有别的 agency 的大老板肯这样 consistently 的一直在做。So I think that is what set us apart. I feel. Yeah.
I think important. I like the way that you talk that for leaders, right? In my opinion, we always have to set the ground, while we also have to feel the ground. And in order to do that, it's actually to walk the talk. So it's not so much about, in my opinion, it's not so much about showing people. It's about yourself.
Yeah.
because you don't want the lost touch in the market. End of the day, you doesn't know how to react to it, and you doesn't add value towards to your people.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that Jet and myself is strong believer in that manner. Okay, of course, the rest of the BFD leaders as well. So that is also why last year, Jet Li clocked more than $500,000. And I think that is a remarkable result for himself because why? As we know, last year he actually went for don't know how many rounds of surgery. It's not, I'm going to curse you, but it's true. Right? He went for surgery here, pain, that pain. And it's surprisingly, he can still clock $500,000 and more. All right. Of course, the next round when he came back from Malaysia, then I will just do another interview with him and see what is the secret recipe that he has done for himself, so that we can all learn from him. All right. If you think that you want that, can you go to the chat group and put a 1 so I can drink water? Yeah. All right. Okay. So not to actually get everybody bored. Okay. Again, this is actually our very first time doing that. We want to make sure of today we are very we are not shy in front of the camera. Okay, I also want to make sure I can train also my producer and myself that in the event if there's a bigger scale of interview, I'm very sure that she will be interviewed by the Channel New Asia, so that she will be not camera shy and that, right? So this is what we want to do. All right. So maybe can you tell us what have actually what is the tremendous changes for yourself when you come over? What do you experience?
I would say staying focused lah, which I think Jet has been telling me for many years. 他讲我很喜欢什么都做 which is true.
Oh, correct.
I got this very FOMO attitude, like 哇，这人 close HDB 我就去 try HDB， 这些人去 close 什么什么我就去 try 什么。
Yep.
So then is you stretch yourself very thin yeah. Then 你变成 like 你什么都动一点点 but you really never. Yeah, because there's always this fear like, oh, if I don't do this, so like even last time like 一个2000块 rental all the way far west 我也会自己冲 you know that kind of thing, because thinking like, oh, okay, every deal is precious. So but then you tire yourself out, and then after that you cannot concentrate on developing other core clients. Then 你赚那个2000块吧，可能你自己 unknowingly 你失去很多机会。So I think that one Jet has been 骂我很多年了，他每次讲你什么都要做，你什么都要做。Then I think, but after that I come here, then I think I realized that a lot of producers, they are very focused. 好像说做commercial 的有谁，做high end 的有谁， then 做 HDB 的有谁 you know， 就是真的是 every area you see that they do nothing but just that. So and if they can just base on this and be so successful, they also don't need to run whole Singapore. They also don't need to touch on all the other property types. But so then I say, okay, maybe 要慢慢 focus. So then so I think myself, people who know me better know I'm not a very slide person. I'm not a very numbers person. So I don't share numbers a lot. I mean, I only share when necessary. Yeah, which is why I think Prognix has a lot of good slides, I must say. That I will just pick whatever I think I need, then I will just talk according to the client that I'm facing. That's about it. But I don't have like, I know some agents who is very hardworking. I really applaud them because they will really do their flow, their presentation, and go out with a deck and say, okay, this is my flow, then then they will do the presentation. But for me, I think my gift has always been more towards a personal relationship. Maybe because I'm a recruiter, so I'm always used to interviewing people, talking to people. So I like to chit chat with people. So it's more of relationship building. So similarly to what happened for January, is also 2个 clients.
So I guess I think that for everyone here, right, I feel that it's important for us to have this takeaway for yourself. Just now she did mention about we have to stay focused. So you really have to ask yourself whether are you focusing enough for your own business? Are you really focusing in the sense that end of the day you should be doing what you should be doing, or you are thinking about what to do? Okay, trust me, if you keep thinking, you keep planning, right, you keep asking, nothing will happen. And that's me, that's myself, because again, we recently, especially for these couple of months, I encounter a lot of agents that talk to myself, and also to, of course, I also learn from others. So I do encounter people who actually keep thinking, what to do, but eventually doesn't happen. So for me, I don't think one. You see, my schedule is, I don't care one. Okay, so long you want to meet me, I will just make sure of the day I slot you in and then just meet you, because why? I have no time to think about what to do. And that set me very focused in a sense in my business model. So that set me very focused in a sense in my result that I do in the past few years. So I really like the way that she have mentioned and highlighted to myself and towards to everyone here. So my friend, if you are not if you think the end of the day there's nothing for you to do or too many things for you to do, perhaps maybe you can actually have this takeaway and ask yourself whether are you actually focused enough or not. You don't try this 1 time, try 2 times, 3 times, that doesn't actually give you a significant, this doesn't give you consistent results. I guarantee you that. So even for myself till today, right, people ask me, hey, you want to do private property? Even I'm actually doing new launch. I'm appointed IC for new launch, right? I still love doing HDB because I want to make sure end of the day I focus on what should I be focusing on. Maybe I'm still not good enough. Maybe I'm still not good enough to actually have multitask. So that's also why I felt that let's master this forever. And one day, maybe another 5-10 years later, I think that, oh, I know everything about HDB or public houses, or I know everything about landed, then I move on to the next segment. But for as far as right now, what I think, I will not want to actually touch on other segments, just focus on what am I doing. So my friend, today also another very important message to everyone here that because it's beginning of the year, and I think that we have to set our mind right? Don't think about so much. Doesn't matter whether you want to hit the $1 million or $500,000 or even $250,000. Most important thing is focus. Do what should you be doing. And I think that trust me, with the focus and the regular thing, that the consistent thing that we are doing, right? You might hear everyone say that the same thing. But you hear from me once and for all. Your result will be there, because that's how I survive. Really, this is how I survive throughout the years. I don't have any secret recipe. Probably I have a little bit element just to work hard a bit. I know you also work hard, but maybe you just have to focus more. Then I guess that the result will be very clear and crystal for yourself, right? All right, so tell us, maybe you want to share with everyone here, what have you done recently to actually have such a significant result, more than 200,000 of commission? In the 14 days of 2022, you clocked 200,000. Wow. Can you tell us what is the magic?
I mean, it's not an overnight thing, but it is, I mean, it's not an overnight thing because the clients that I close are actually clients that I've been working with for the past 2-3 years.
Yeah.
So so I would say maybe it's, but honestly, it's really a lot of sacrifice because don't think I have a lot of off days since September actually.
Me too.
Yeah, it's like really no off day, like whole month, 没有一天 off, then Christmas, New Year 都是有 viewing. So, and I think that your clients see the effort. It's like they, you don't tell them that you need. No, I mean, this is for me because I really want to get this deal across. Yeah, so it's really to stay focused and to really consistently just keep being responsive to the clients.
So what have you closed for that?
I closed 35 Gilstead. 35
Gilstead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Stack 05, is it? No?
Yes.
You just released Stack 05.
Yes. It's a new layout. So it's a nice layout. Yeah, it's a nicer layout than the previous one. Yeah, they changed the layout. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to bore you the details but there was a lot of challenges for this deal also. Yeah.
So why did the client buy this one? How much is the quantum price?
2.627. He bought the highest floor, the most expensive unit.
So he bought it after ABSD was announced, right? Yes, obviously, yes. Right? But why he still want to go for it?
Okay. He said because I sold another of his resale unit.
Okay.
So then he said, I want to buy something. I must buy something.
So he first count property or second count?
This one will be he decoupled.
So he decoupled and you managed to decoupling for him.
Yeah.
So you sell their which property is it?
Maplewoods.
Maplewoods, and you sold at how much you sold it?
2.3.
Wow, good quantum, 3-bedder, right?
3-bedder.
3-bedder. That range for 2.3 is about 3-bedroom.
Because this client, actually, I was very blessed. I know him. This is my third deal with him.
Oh, so third deal with him.
Yeah, with him.
Wow.
Yeah. So and all his previous 2 resale, right? Because I sell at record price.
How do you manage to get record price? What have you done?
Oh,
you want to know?
Manage the sell differently. Don't sell from just script.
So how do you sell differently?
Okay, the first unit that I sold for him was actually Astor Green.
Astor Green.
So yeah, it was a 99-year. Then
resale property. Yes.
Yeah, resale property. So actually it's quite obscure, even it's like Pine Grove. So this buyer came. He was actually ready to place check for Principal Garden. Yeah, he's a recently divorced gentleman, so he
Okay.
just want to get a one bedder.
Okay.
So so he actually was about, then he saw my listing, then he said he want to see before he plays a
And
check.
you place the listing in Property Guru.
Yeah.
The portal in the portal.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
portal. Then he called me, then I said, okay, I showed to you. So I made arrangement, he came down, one view only. And he
One
was
view.
my first viewer at close already.
But how do you manage to get record price in that case?
Because I saw him potential. Because he was, what happened here was that Pine Grove, because he was saying that, wow, this one, because okay, the unit was very nicely renovated.
Okay.
Okay, it was very, very well done. So it was a moving condition.
Okay.
So then that was also a plus point. And secondly, I noticed that he's quite reserved. So the unit is actually a very quiet facing. And it's like and the whole project, there's only one of this layout. It was a high ceiling layout.
Okay, okay. Not
So-
duplex.
Not duplex, but it's a high ceiling layout.
Okay.
So then my client has already done up like 2 decking. So there was an increased space, which he thought that he could get his children to come over for visit. So I think what made it happen was that I listened first lah, because that means before I show the place, I try to talk to him first. Means you find out why is he looking, you know, how many people is going to use his place, what is his plans. So
Very good.
don't be too quick to just jump into selling and say nice, good, cheap. Yeah, because then you are just like everybody else.
Yep.
So I actually spent time to chit chat first. Say, oh, okay, you know, what's your plans? Are you going to sell? Da, 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 da. So then, but of course, previously I know that Astor Green has tried to go for en bloc. 2 rounds, not successful because not enough signatures.
Right.
Yeah, but the price was already the reserve price that they were proposing came out. So we had the flyer lah, for my seller. So I showed him the unit, he liked it very much, but he was there 2 months about it. Then I brought him out and to the swimming pool. Then I said, okay, let's look at surrounding. So I show him, okay, this project 是什么，那个 project 是什么，那个外面有没有一个 I think 是 Pandan Valley. It's a very old project. So I said to him, I cannot promise you, okay, but fact is that this place has tried to go for en bloc twice. And that it is near to your sister, it's near to your parents, it's near to your kids, because the ex-wife and him are staying in the Holland area. So it's very near. So I say, actually, just check a lot of boxes. And I said,
Check a lot of boxes.
yeah,
Okay.
for you. And I said that, although I cannot promise you, but I say that this one definitely has en bloc potential.
Yep.
Then he asked me why. I say, you look at this plot size. Okay, it's not too big, too small. Too big, like Mandarin Garden, very difficult to en bloc. Because you need a consortium to come in, very, very big investment. And I said, but too small, I say, also not much potential, because people won't want, let's say developer will want to tear down one, just rebuild one.
Correct.
So I told him that, I said that, you know, what you're looking for is a new start. So you don't hassle. I say, what I have here now is, as you can see, more space than your 1 bedder in Principal Garden. Okay, and I said, but Principal Garden being new, I say chances are there's not going to be much changes for now. But here it's quiet, it's near to your kids, and you have additional space for your children. And I say, who doesn't want to buy into
So
a
when you
jackpot?
do all this talking is during the viewing or after the viewing?
During the viewing. But I bring him around, I stop him at different place.
You mean the
check.
facility?
Yeah, facility, run the unit, then the car
So,
park.
okay, wait. When
Yeah.
you see the house, right, you obviously started off with the unit, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll bring him around in the facility.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but before he sees the unit, I will check him first when I first met him, before we head to the unit.
Check
Because that means when I met him at the car park, when I met him at the, then I will talk to him along the way to the lobby. So before he view, I will try to get a sense of what he's looking for first.
So I guess what
Yeah.
actually you have done right, for Shirley, she has done right, is that she actually go for the extra. I mean, usually what I do here is that really my mistake. Sometimes when I actually start showing the houses, right, I'll just, okay, thank you so much. Then you leave the client at the facility, assuming they will just walk through themselves. Whereas maybe I'm too, I don't know, am I too lazy or am I too busy? So I think what she have done here correctly today and share with everyone here is that she have go for the extra mile, not just showing the unit and they show that facility and do a lot of small talking, you know, and a lot of feeding a lot of information. And that's also why part of the reason the customer actually first time buying from you. I mean, first come first
But one view
and just
and only
just
view
bought it.
and close rate.
I think that is important because why I really pick up something from you that you don't just show your house and that's it. What you want to do here is actually after showing houses, right? You just want to know this guy. Anyway, you already met him now. Why don't you actually take this opportunity to know him even more, right? To score some points. Maybe who knows that he has something for you to sell. or maybe he who knows that something for you to his friend to actually buy, am I right?
Mm.
Yeah, so that is also why, and how you get the record prices. This is how she bring
Then
up.
I tell him that this price is what I'm looking for. But if he wants a chance in this, then this is the price that he has to be willing to give.
So eventually we close the deal at first view.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mm.
And I
Yeah.
think this should be the way to run our business, my friend. You can see how focused she is because she know what is actually surrounding in the project. And she knows that this project is actually going for en bloc. The last thing that you want to know here is that your client is the one who tell you, say that, do you know that this development actually going for en bloc? Then you say, I don't know. Well, it's not that you can't, but I think that it's end of the day, it will just look a bit of disadvantage for yourself. I felt that this is what she do is totally exceptionally correct. Right. So okay, so you sell the first time, and then subsequent second time, third time, and fourth time.
Yeah, third time. Then now after this, he is asking me to look for rental for his stuff that's coming in.
So he bought, you mean the 35 Gilstead when he bought?
No, after Astor was Maplewood then 35 Gilstead.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he bought 3 from you lah.
So 2 buy 1 now.
The same client,
Same client, yeah. But he has still other property to sell and buy lah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you establish a relationship with him by not knowing who he is lah.
Yeah. Actually, he don't need me one. I always say 他是不需要我的人。He has a developer background actually. He knows the developer. 35 Gilstead developer 他认识。
So why did he want to engage you, even though he had a lot of
He
come
say
already?
because I'm very hardworking.
Are you sure how?
Yeah. No, I don't know lah, but he's very supportive lah. He's very supportive. He's yeah. I think he
No, you must have
appreciates
done
me.
something that is he feel that you are correct, huh? Then then he wanted to engage you, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, okay. The short story was he was actually a viewer to one of my unit that I was selling then. Okay, so he actually came to see my unit. So then I didn't know who he was, but I just say, oh, okay, then since this is not suitable, then I bring him to somewhere else. So I actually brought him to a few other projects. Because in fact, actually I brought him 1.5 years ago to view before.
1.5 years already then.
Ago. Then by then that was even before I sold any of his unit.
Oh my
That was
God.
very initial.
Oh, so you follow up with him for 1.5 years.
Yeah, because I followed him after he viewed 2 times with me. Then he kind of went silent for a while. Then I called him and then tried to follow up. And then that was almost starting of that time was COVID already. Almost COVID. Then he said, wow, you have world-class follow-up there. Because usually he said that like usually after a while people will just like not call him anymore.
Follow up.
Yeah.
So follow up is important.
So I just asked him, he's still open to view and things like that because along the way I just didn't he didn't buy initially, but he went to view a few times with me initially. 2-3次. Then I never asked him what he do. I know he's quite successful from the way he behaves and he speaks, but I never asked him what he do. So, but I think what he appreciated was that we went to see a few projects. Maybe just one example will be, Can you mention? It was very small project in the middle of 就是一条小路那一个 building
我知道
then 他进去要跟我讲他很喜欢这个 unit， but 我觉得真的有料的人他会一直 test 你的。So initially I didn't know what he was doing, but he would pretend like he don't know a lot of things. Then he said 为什么啊？为什么你这样讲？为什么？So I told him 这个什么，他就讲maybe 我会 consider 这个 unit. Then he said what do you think? So I told him 不可以买嘞，我会叫你不要买咯。他讲为什么 I say then I give him my point of view. But okay,
so
eventually,
you've been honest by telling him how you feel lah.
So I think he felt like, well, I'm not eager to just close the deal with him and sell something. Yeah. So because you never know who these people are and everything
before you go on, I just want to ask you, the first point that you mentioned, you are being very focused. We should be focused on what we are doing, right? When the second point you talk about, the second F is following up. So the follow up, how frequent do you follow up, or how do you really follow up? In a sense, do you call him, you text him, or you tell him to buy something, or you greeting him? Which one? So that everybody can actually take note.
我是看人的，因为他的 pattern 是不喜欢听电话的。
So you text him, what do you text?
我 text 他，我就会讲说，我 usually I say, hey, like I say, hope everything is good for you, and your family. Say that, I understand we were viewing some of the units before. I guess that wasn't what you're looking for. 我就问他说 so will you be
it's all about property, man?
Sorry?
You text him all about property?
No. I mean, property. Then after that, COVID, then 我就会讲说 like hope that business is good for you and that stay safe 这种东西啦，就是like in between 啦。
Get connected.
就是不是每一次去就是问他要不要买东西。
See, my friend, you see, sometimes we have a lot of people also asking around, how do you want to stay connected with your client? How do you reconnect with them? Actually, very simple one. No need to really have to talk about all the real estate stuff. What you can do here is basically you can actually just send a very simple courtesy text to the other end. If the person can feel you, can really relate to you, and they will just connect you back. So till today, I still connect with people who actually never buy anything from me from day one to now. I still connect. And I'm still following up. You ask me, is it a following up? I think really, is that a follow up? Maybe it's follow, yeah, maybe not. But I feel that the chances of you connect with people, right? The chances is there. Like this coming Sunday, Sunday what time? Sunday 4 o'clock. I'm going for a presentation. It's because it's actually someone that I connected like 5 years ago. So recently, she just called me and said that she wanted to sell her flat. Yeah. So when you tell me all these things, I try to relate how I can, using your method using the way that you're doing, right, to help me to advance my career. It's basically to help me to knowing by how you want to, instead of you spending so much time doing all the cold lead, why don't you actually spend time with your warm leads? You see, because it's more easy for you to connect. Eventually, if you don't connect with your warm lead, this warm lead will become other people cold lead and become other people warm lead. So I feel that what Shirley have actually mentioned for the 2F, very first one is focus, and second one is actually following up. It's very important. And if you hear what she has said, the focus and the following up, can you go to the chat group and put follow up, 2F? So I know, at least you know what is 2F. Right. So come back here.
Yeah.
You.
So then after COVID happened.
FF, yes.
So we didn't connect for a long time because I don't want to stress him. I feel that like 都已经 COVID 了，你还整天叫人家买屋子，好像不大对 right?
I think just now
我只是 say hi, you know. So he went silent. He didn't reply me, you know, during that time when I say hi. After that 啦，就他突然间就 went silent. 他8、9个月没有 reply 我，他突然间 text 我 after 8 months. Sherry, I got unit you want to sell? And that was Astoria. 我讲 OK， 那我去到那边 right， 我就跟他讲by the way， 我就直接跟他讲 because now for my resale right， I only do exclusive as much as possible.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So I asked him straight. I say after I got the listing, I said I don't talk about commission also. I just say I don't, for me my side is I don't ask for commission on day one. I just ask him anybody else marketing Then he said 他看住我 no just you. 我讲 OK。我就没再问了，我就没有第二句了。So it's like you need to then trust them.
Mutual trust.
Yeah, that, and I never asked them to sign exclusive, but I told him that I will be the only one doing it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, then I never signed. Even the one that I just sold the landed and the one that I'm selling now, 我全部没有签 exclusive 的，把他们全部都会跟他们自己别的 agent 讲，我有 exclusive agent 了。You just call Sherry.
So they also trust you in the end.
Yeah. So I think it's the relationship. Yeah, because I don't make them feel that I need them to pen down. 因为my thinking, okay, like I said, this is me. Okay, I don't know about other people. I know some people feel more secure when they sign. Of course, 你要看人有些是那种你知道他们真的是很 transactional review 的 then maybe yes, you just get them to sign exclusive, then so that it's very business. Right. Okay, it's very clear that you don't want to have any relationship with me other than just business, it's fine. You know, 就是不要做朋友这样的 it's okay. But 有些是 you can tell that they really appreciate you as a person. They share a bit more of their personal thing with you. These clients, right, I don't get them to sign on, but I'll tell them that 只有我做. Then I will tell them that if you want to find another 2-3 agent, I don't do.
All right, so I think there's no wrong on this statement that she has said. All right, so we also don't encourage everybody do without exclusive. So if not, after that, for problem a lot. Why? Of course, she have the way to deal with the client now. Obviously, he's a man, right?
This is a guy, but the other one is a lady. Okay, so
So what happened here is that I feel, in my opinion, right, for me and even for myself and Jessie, what we do, right, we always recognize exclusive. We always remember to actually bring down exclusive form to get the person to sign down and pen down. Because why? It's not just that we wanted to verbally commit. We also want to make sure the client and ourselves also committed towards to this property. Yeah. So okay. So what she has said also makes sense. But I leave it to you. But I still encourage you to actually have exclusive because at least you can be the top lister in the company.
Yeah, depends 看人的，要看人。
因为你这样讲到每个都不要拿。
对，我是讲的上一次是我是看人那种，我觉得他们 appreciate 这样的 arrangement 的 then 我就会这样子做 and I take risk also 啦 okay but then of course there are also other clients you can tell that they just They are very serious. They are very transactional. Then I was just straightforward. Okay, then before we start, this is my rate and this is
Okay.
my form.
So
Yeah.
come again, then you close the 35 you stayed, and then he came in and he bought it.
Yeah 咯，我们是 the only one 哎，我们是那天只有我们一个人买哎。
Oh, okay, good.
对对，他有点紧张，想说，诶，没有人买啊，我讲没有人买嘞，就我们买。
So you have been honest to
yeah,
tell him that you
yeah.
bought it. How much is the price you bought it? Again,
2.627,
2.627 at a com. The com is
3.5.
3.5%. Wow. Can someone calculate for me? 80,000.
90.
90,000 over. Just for one deal is over 90,000. I need to clock how many HDB. But never mind, it's okay. Don't compare.
Yeah.
Just focus. Because when I close one, it's only 10, 20,000. She closed one is 90,000. But the best thing here is that I don't like to compare. I just have to wake up myself and do more. All right, I think that is important because that's something that close. And then the next one that you have closed is actually landed property. At Li Hua, right?
Li Hua, also a record price, 2,001 PSF.
$2,100 for an inter-terrace. Oh, is it oh? Should I use the word oh?
Oh lah, yeah.
Oh, inter-terrace, my friend.
But not like you renovated renovated,
but it's still old lah.
Yeah.
Wow, my friend. For District 19 Serangoon Garden, inter-terrace at $2,100 per square foot. If you think that the market is 1,700 still cannot go, then something is not right with you. Yeah, because my friend here already sold one unit and that is a record price, right?
Yeah, for the location.
How much is the valuation?
Actually it's push one. Actually it's about 3.4.
But how much do you sold?
3.67.
So it's 270,000 of above valuation, my friend. And that is how landed property is actually so hot in the market. Yeah. So how do you manage to actually sell this unit? I heard it's a direct buyer, right?
Yeah,
Again.
direct buyer.
And when do you post it?
Actually, in the end, I mean, long story short, was this whole unit was actually closed first day, first view also.
Okay.
But then the buyer has loan issue, so need to pull. Actually, my original offer was 3.8.
Okay. Oh, 3.8.
Yeah, original was 3.8. Then after that, in between 就有 viewings, but
how big is the land?
1681.
1681 is a T2 T2 terrace. Yeah, T2 terrace.
So
1615.
so then in between there are some other offers but wasn't close up, maybe 3.5, 3.55. So didn't happen. So then came down to this 就有 3 groups trying to bid for the unit.
How did they bid?
But I very steady one. I don't go and I promise everyone, I say I will not take your price to tell other people, and which I didn't. I said you just give me your sincere
So
price.
you just post it on Guru, that's it?
Yeah.
That's all?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
Nothing. Yeah, but I mean I got reached out to like send out to check.
How come my lender cannot sell?
Yeah. So yeah, but a lot of people came. I think I did like 31 viewings.
31 viewing.
Yeah, 31 viewings for the unit.
Wow. So more direct, but a lot direct buyer.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Quite a lot direct buyer.
Quite a lot. I mean, it's a good mixture lah. Yeah, not all lah, but quite a lot. Yeah.
So the one that offer you, obviously, you close this with this direct buyer. It's not because of the comment. It's because of the price given, right?
Yeah, actually, I could have gotten a bit more from the co-bro.
Then why not?
Then, but my seller decided to sell to my this direct
Oh, it's
buyer.
just not you. So listen carefully. It's not
Yeah.
because she want to actually sell not to the co-bro. It's because the seller want to sell to that buyer, right?
Yeah, to the
Why?
他讲2-3个原因啦. One was this direct buyer was really very sincere.
Okay.
Very sincere. And I update my seller along the way how sincere these are because I also hope to sell to them. Because I also want to get exclusive for their selling.
Okay.
Yeah, but not only that, but because she really
I don't
make
think
an
that will be
effort
the
to-
reason lah.
No,
Cannot like that
因为
lah.
我不要一个 problem. Well, I want to have a problem-free transaction.
Correct. Especially come to
So
landed.
and people who are very sincere, they will do anything to make it smooth one because they really want it. So she along the way she'll call me say, "Hey Sherry, 我跟你讲，今天我有打给 bank 了，我整天都打给 bank I'm trying to get my loan." Then another few nights later, at night 11、12点，他还打给我跟我讲。I'm telling you, I'm actually my friend's been telling me this, you know, saying I'm overpaying for this, so you check. But I always make an effort to check with them. So sometimes they will check.
What the friend say?
That she's overpaying.
Okay.
Yeah, and that she shouldn't go for this.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then so she was a bit hesitant lah, but she said she really liked the unit. So every conversation is like 2个小时的.
Wow.
Yeah, so 就是说我从11点跟他讲到1点，凌晨1点. So you just talk to them, then manage their fear.
So you
Yeah,
manage
you need
their-
to keep them very active and very interested in it.
Wow.
Yeah, then
How do you always call her or she always call you?
She always call me.
So I think
Yeah.
she get you excited and not you get her excited.
Yeah. Initially, I thought like it's very difficult because when she came, right, she told me that she haven't sell her unit. So I didn't think that she was a potential buyer. 因为我的 unit 不可能再等你卖嘛。
Okay.
Initially, that's what I thought lah.
Okay.
So I said, but then she only came one view also. No
That's
second
it.
view. That's
No
it.
second view. Then
No
he
second
bought. She bought.
Yeah,
So
then
it's a
after she
1,600. How much? How much? 1.6. 1,600.
81 square feet.
1,681 square feet sold at $3.67
6-7.
million, meaning to say per square foot is 2,001. This is really amazing. Because
Yeah.
in Serangoon Garden, right, the average price is about 1,007, maybe 1,008 for old unit. But because the market is actually in the surge demand, in the high demand situation, that's also why that such a landed houses can actually easily go. And that's not a freehold, right? It's 999, right?
It's a freehold.
A freehold property. So it's a freehold property that, okay, that's selling at 3.67 million. Wow, that's only I can tell you, it's very remarkable. Well, that is very good because why you actually have do a very good follow-up and you sell the big ticket, and that given you another, how much again? 60,000?
Okay, to be honest, this one because 我自己给我的 seller discount because 他 turn 得对我很好，I only charge them 1.5, but their buying is through me now also. They're going to buy another semi-D.
Can we don't do that next time? You buy another semi-D,
Yeah,
right,
right,
from you.
exactly.
So have you bought something already?
We're now looking.
So you have a big,
Yeah, got listing, please call me.
so you have also business for doing buying and
And also the selling of my buyer's unit.
So sometimes you see, my friend, you don't need, not necessary that you have to really do a lot of things to make a lot of money. You just have to focus on one client, a certain segment, right? You can actually be like her, and that easily can clock you almost about 200,000 in terms of commission. So what do we actually see in Shirley today? Okay, is actually I felt that she's really focused on what she's doing, and even though you know, I don't really see how she works, but I know that she's someone who can talk. Someone can come in and talk to. I also talk to her sometimes. I say, hey, hi, how things, and we can just chit chat over the phone, like a very good, very close friend. And that's also why Jet Li always call and scold her. So if you think that your result is not so good and you want to make $500,000, might as well you call Jet Li.
对对对，叫 Jet Li 骂你哦。
He can help you to make $500,000 or even more.
Jet Li 很好嘞，我要特别感谢他，我真的流眼泪耶。The night before 35 you said was supposed to be a ballot，他11点多晚上 text 我，他跟我讲 I sincerely pray tomorrow you will close your 35 you said。哇，我就第一个眼泪流了。然后对对，他就讲 because tomorrow I got Canning Hill, if not I will be there for you。哇，我第二个眼泪又流了。Very nice.
He will never tell that to me. But I like Jet Li because why every time he update what he close, what the people close. I think that is also why I feel that as a leader, right? Really, I feel that sometimes as a team, we want to know what you are doing. We want to know how is your progress. And I think that in this part, Jet Li score 100% because he really really thanks to him because he sometimes also motivated me somehow or another. That day that you close, immediately he called me. He said, hey Benson, just want to share with you. Jet Li just closed one landed. Now negotiating. When you're negotiating, we're already talking about it.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So that's how it works. And I think that for everyone out there, really sometimes I don't mind to work more. I don't mind to understand you more. But you have to let me know what have you actually done, so I can actually use this opportunity to amplify you like her. I can use this opportunity to let you to actually help others people to actually amplify themselves, to actually elevate themselves. So what you are doing right now, right? What Shirley is trying to do here is actually to share with us that she have done this much. Trust me, all right. This year she will make another breakthrough because why? The moment that you start to share more, that's the moment you start to make more. And I strongly believe that the more that you give, the more that you make. This is what Eugene have told me before. And I think that this should be the way that we apply on business to ourselves. So my friend, if you think that end of the day, you are a few things to take away from this morning session, although it's already more than an hour. First thing, we need to really stay focused on what we are doing. Doesn't matter whether I'm still doing rental, you are doing HDB, or you're doing private property, or landed property, or commercial. It's fine. Most importantly, that you stay focused on what you're doing. You don't see what monkey see, monkey do. You see what Shirley is doing, then you start to actually do landed. For her, it's exceptional case because why she's more into asset progression. She have clientele to actually serve because why? Based on the background that she had, based on the HR department back then, she's doing recruitment. She definitely has certain clientele that actually pretty established for herself. But doesn't mean at the end of the day you need to be like her, that you can actually be like the same result. No, because myself is a very good example. I'm not born here, but eventually I don't have relatives in Singapore, but I still make a living for myself. because I dare to say it's because I'm not Hao Lian. Just want to tell you guys that because I stay focused. All right, I stay focused on what I'm doing. Just like Wells, he also don't have a lot of relatives supporting him. If you ask Wells, right, he can tell you say that his relative, nothing to shame. He's my very good buddy. All his relative also tell him, cannot do get other people to do his cousin ask for information, that eventually get other people to buy. Doesn't mean at the end of the day he will be filled, but not. He also buy 2 property for himself. So what I'm trying to say here is, the end of the day, we have to really stay focused on what we are doing, especially for the beginning of the year. 我们的士气一定要对. So we must be able to be very clear about our direction. And with the right follow-up that we have done, and also based on what she has said, the perseverance that she has demonstrated, I think that the success will not be wrong. Yeah, that's also what I learned. All right. Okay. Do I miss out any part? Yeah, you have any other thing you want to share with me?
I think I just wish everybody good luck. 新年快乐. And I think we are in the right place, right team. So really help each other, because you will really get more. And also thanks Kenny for the Penrose tagging. Congrats to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also a lot of my other team members, Michelle, Sharon, Angie, a lot of people, they are actually all very supportive. So always asking me for tagging everything. So I think it's like a lot of when you work together, you see results. Everybody's united, see results. Yeah.
Good. Anything for BFT?
就是恭喜发财.
Okay, guys. So I guess that if you really like the session that we have this morning, can you go to the chat group and put an 8? So we really have that opportunity to do live, and I really hope that I can do more with all of our friends here, our teammates here, so that I also can have this opportunity to train my all of us here to talk and to deliver the essence to you, so that you can actually have the greatest takeaway. So all right, so is there any other thing that you guys have any question you want to ask? Can we open up for Q&A? Anybody? Can unmute yourself. Yeah, Kenny Lee close the Penrose. Yeah, anybody have any question or not? You can unmute yourself. If not, okay, yeah, can you, on your side there, please take a photo. All right, if you think that the sharing session today is very good and you have a little bit of takeaway for me, yeah, I reopted myself again. I know that coming forward for the next 1-2 months, I have to be even focused on what am I going to do to make sure of the day I can achieve the same result that I did, or even more than last year. Okay, so if you think that you actually benefit yourself, okay, give me a bit of 面子. You can please on your end take a photo and then you put it on the social media, so that you can actually give a little bit of feedback to Shirley, whether she's good or myself or not. Then all we want to do here is BFT. We wanted to make sure of the day we elevate ourselves to the next level. We keep improving ourselves. Doesn't matter whoever ahead of us running the race is okay. The important thing is that we want to make sure of the day we elevating ourselves. We keep running the race, and we are better than yesterday, so that we can bring back the best for our loved one. All right. So if you can take a photo on your side, all right. If not, then maybe. Can anybody help me to take a photo? Cindy, are you there? 你照片拍一下，拍我们3个，你从那边拍过来。你看着 Kenny. Okay, on your side, please take a photo also. You should sit nearer, just not like sit so far away.
Oh, okay, yeah. Actually true.
Okay, good. All right, thank you so much. Anybody have any question? If not, can we give Shirley an 8? And then please come for my low hair on the 8th of February, 6 o'clock. Please get detail from Madeline Tay, so that she will be able to assist you how you can actually go about it. If you don't have a group to actually celebrate together, low hair together, right? Let us know, so that we can quickly assign you to the next family together and celebrate. All right. If that's not the case, right? I think thank you so much, and I really want to see you guys next week. After Chinese New Year, we're going to do a top producer interview as well. So I will let everyone know that what's going to happen. Okay, if not, thank you so much, and wish everybody Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. 恭喜发财.
Bye-bye.